Okay, let's do it with our camera. No problem. If you want to do with our camera. Ya está en YouTube. ¿Quién sabe para que ya sí. ¿Por qué quiero decirlo? Porque es directo.
Start.
We are 7:10, but we will.
I said to people it would start 6 o'clock our time. It's now 8 minutes past 6.
Okay, now here is 7:10.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So it's 6:10 here. So should we have started?
Okay, I'm trying to fix your.
I think.
Hello, brothers and sisters.
Greetings.
Okay, sister. Está saliendo por. Okay, we are in live now. Sister Mirele, we will go with the first one with Sister Shanice, that they will give the open conference, and then we will when she will finish. Okay, because she's not able his camera, so we will have this introduction. Well, we are in live. We're in live. Vete a mirarlo ahí, otro lado, pues, para que salga en directo. Okay, good. I don't know if you see me good, my sister, if this conversation with Sister Sanis is a very important conversation. Hello, everybody there. We have brothers in Brazil. We are in Colombia, in Spain, to listen this important event. I mean, for me, at the personal level, it's very important because Sister Sanis was one of the people who impressed me, because he was very, very, very inspiration to my life as a journalist and activist, and what the sister coming doing. I would introduce the Sister Sanis. She's a journalist, author, and a Richards Pan-African Advocates Radio, a presenter of Galaxy 5 Radio, YouTube and TikTok blogger in the Sister Sanis Show, and speak with a deep-rooted African-centered passion for African advances to the global African historical truth. So Sister Sanis is based in Africa, in Gambia, when she do a lot of job of journalists as a Pan-African journalist, as a journalist who is in front of the African struggle. We have many journalists that only you don't see them anyway, but the Sister Sanis, every Sunday we went through media to do different things. What? Okay. And Sister Sanis.
The present sister.
Okay, Sister Sanis is somebody who comes to the tradition of Marcus Garvey. That's very important for us in the network. Pan-African Network Media is inspired by Marcus Garvey, and Sister Sanis is one of the women who come in this tradition of journalism. Remember that Marcus Garvey was a journalist, and Mumi Abu-Jamal was a journalist, and Sister Sanis is one of the many important journalists in our time for Pan-African people. So, sister, how are you doing there? Hello.
Greetings, beloved. I'm doing very well, thank you. And how are you?
Okay, your voice, I'm lost the voice. Come more here. You are very far. Hello? The sound of Sister Sanis is not.
Okay, let me Yes, are you hearing me now?
Okay, now don't.
You're not hearing me.
Okay,
Just
stay.
a
Don't
moment.
stay so far. Okay, sister.
Okay.
Okay, let me the microphone. Your mic. You check your mic. So okay, sister. One of the questions I will talk with you is the role of the Pan-Africanist media today on the building of self-determination narrative and the Garvey's legacy. You understand?
Yes.
I want to talk with you
I
on this question because this question is one of the central key points. We are building the Pan-African Media Network because we see that African struggle need journalists, but they need a strategy and need narrative. Mostly Africans journalists, they don't have this narrative. They still with narrative of the slave master. They still with narrative of integration. They still with narrative to be a good African, good Negro, things like this. So what is the importance of this, the role of media? Go ahead, my sister.
thank you so much. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, good day again, my family. Greetings to one and all. And so, first of all, I want to just say thank you so much to you, Dr. Abuy, for being a great friend in the movement. And, you know, I just want to express my gratitude to you and all the organizers that are involved in organizing today's event and for inviting me to speak, you know, on this really important topic. I want to
For me,
apologize
it's a
that.
pleasure. I know about your work
Hey,
Thank
and
please, my
you.
sister, but please, sister, then we will have the discussion when she finishes. Then when
Thank you,
she will
Marshall.
stop and then we'll have the discussion. Go ahead, sister.
Thank you. So, first of all, I just want to apologize that you're unable to see me on camera. I think the problem is to do with access settings on my laptop that I haven't been able to figure out for Jitsu. But I am recording on Zoom, and what I do, I will send that to you after today's show. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sister Shanice. I'm a journalist, author, researcher, radio presenter on the Big G Galaxy Afumi Radio, Pan-African radio station that's been around for over 40 years. I'm also a YouTube and a TikTok vlogger on the Sister Shanice Show platforms. And above all, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I'm committed to African advancement. I'm committed to historical truths and write extensively about that as an author. And I'm committed to the liberation of the African mind. So, you know, today I'm going to be speaking about something that I feel affects every single one of us as Africans on the continent and across the diaspora. And I'm also going to be talking about what I consider to be the importance of having a Pan-African media network, and also the importance for us as Africans to be in control of our own media and narrative, and to be building, you know, a self-determining narrative as well. And this is what I consider to be really important for us in the 21st century, as it was in the 20th century in the days of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. So, you know, why does media matter? Why should media matter to us as Africans? We've got the mainstream media. Why do we need our own media? Some people may ask. Well, I think Carter G. Woodson, who was the father of African American history, says it well. He once warned that if you can control a man's thinking, you don't have to worry about his actions. When you determine what a man should think, you don't have to worry about what he's doing or what he's going to do. You can make a man feel inferior, and if you can make him feel inferior, You don't have to force him to accept an inferior state, because he will look for it himself. And if you can make a man think he is just an outcast, you don't have to send him to the back door. He will go without being told. And if there is no back door, his very nature will demand one. Wow.
Wow, wow. Strong, strong, strong.
Ashe. This is why, you know, the media is so, so important. And, you know, most of us don't realize that there is a war going on for our mind. Our mind is a battlefield for the media industry. And the media is the weapon. And for centuries, our oppressors have been able to successfully use the media to shape how we see ourselves, how we see our history, and even how we see our potential. So think about it. When a child grows up, if they're constantly hearing Africa is backward, Africa's corrupt, Africa is weak, incapable, the child begins to internalize those lies. That is why Steve Biko said the most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. The most the most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So the media is actually a tool of enormous power, of immense power. It shapes not only the individual mind, but it also shapes our collective consciousness. I'm sorry, I'm hearing an echo coming back at me. I hope it's not interfering there. But, you know, the media can actually influence how we see the world. And it can influence how we see ourselves, how we view our leaders, how we view our communities. The media can even influence our very identity as a people. Wow. So if we and the world are taught to see ourselves as Africans as inferior, that is how we're going to be treated. And if we're taught to revere others as being powerful, then their power is amplified in our minds while ours is diminished. So the global media machine is powerful. And let's consider this. The BBC World Service reaches 111 million people in Africa every week. 111 million of our people in Africa every week. And that's not us controlling the BBC World Service. Okay, they are producing content in English, French, Hausa, Kinyarwanda, Kirundi, Somali, and Swahili. And in 2021, the UK government granted the BBC World Service 94.4 million to maintain its operation. 94.4 million. Now, the French media is just as influential on the continent, in the Francophone-speaking countries. They actually reach 58 million listeners via African news broadcasts, who also reach millions more. And the online platforms like Le Monde, Afrique, they reach over 4 million visitors every month. And so every day, our people are getting a narrative that actually penetrates our communities,
Mm-hmm.
shapes the minds of our people, shapes their thinking, their perception, and is controlling their thoughts. So ask yourself, why are they spending so much money to speak to us?
Mm-hmm.
Why do our oppressors invest so heavily in speaking to Africans? That's because control over the mind is control over the people.
Yes.
Brother Abuy, I think it might be your microphone that's feeding back to me. Do you mind putting it on mute and just unmute when you want to talk, please?
No, I'm listening to you.
Yes, please just mute.
Who is muted? You?
Yes.
No,
So
I'm listening to you. You are not mute.
no, can you mute yourself, your microphone?
Yes, let me try. Okay. Hmm? Mm-hmm. No se escucha. No, está apagado aquí. Como hago, dicen que no se le escucha. My sister, people is telling me in the chat that they don't listen to you. I don't know what's happening. Somebody say in the chat that that they don't listen to you, and a sister from Jamaica, but someone listen to you, other ones no. But I think that people is listen to you. No, depends. Someone say yes, another one say no. I don't know. He said, okay, let's continue. We can see if somebody doesn't listen to you, will tell us because. Okay, go ahead. ¿Dónde se apaga la cámara? Yeah, unmute, unmute. Huh? Lo estoy grabando, voy a meter en diferente. ¿Mm? No pasa nada, déjalo otro día, por favor. Tranquila. Ahí, ¿qué es que te diga? Thank you, Sister. Uh, okay, Sister Sari, thank you for your splendid conference. Okay, let me, because you told me mute is here. Okay, now you listen to me? Okay, I want to say, thank you, Sister Sani, for the splendid conference introduction and very, very powerful speech on media and the role of the media and our responsibility as journalism, Pan-African war in African war. Thank you, Sister. I want to introduce my sister from Brazil, Sister Mary. She's a journalist association in Brazil. We can get some kind of a discussion with his sister Sanis in terms of what she said and many things that the sister talk about. The conscience of the struggle, because it's not just that the people went to the journalist faculty, but there is many things out in a life that the sister talking, so we can get any answer or any question about what the sister saw. I have my one of my questions, sister, and is about in the 20s when we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have WhatsApp. How we can build newspaper as a Negro Word and have a millions, 4 million of copy around the world. And now when we have all these resources, we are not able to get this kind of strong media around the world in African world. This is my question, and then I pass the Merere Chega, she can make any question or whatever and what we're talking about. Okay, go ahead, sister. Yeah, I go ahead again. My question. Okay, I want to answer. Yes, the question is this. In the 20s, with the Marcus Garvey making Negro War, there is not TikTok, there is not WhatsApp, there is not Instagram, but he was able to get the media with 5 million copies. How we do that? In this time we have internet, but we don't have one big media like this. You understand me? Go ahead. Well, my sister Sanis talk about the question of ideology, the question of the history, and all these things is in Brazil, is in Guinea, is in Spain, is in Portugal, is in Colombia, is in US. So it's global problem for African people. So we as journalists, we have the responsibility to talk about why in the 20s, with Marcus Garvey made the Negro Word, there is no internet, there is no WhatsApp, there is not Instagram, TikTok, blah blah blah. But the capacity of overman the media was strong, and now we have all this, and we are not able to get any capacity to fight against this narrative that you are talking about. Why? Okay, go ahead.